Good morning, everyone. My name is Rayalyn Kate Martinez Magdangog, and today we will be tackling about the fundamentals of linguistics. Linguistics aims to discover the science of languages, how they originate and evolve, and further how our mind perceives them to communicate. For those who love learning new languages, this area of study is specifically of interest, as it can help you learn the roots and history of any language, thus unraveling the whole world of even the simplest of language and dialect. Linguistics helps us understand the world. Apart from simply understanding the intricacies of world languages, this knowledge can be applied to improving communication between people, contributing to translation activities, assisting in literacy efforts, and treating speech disorders. Language is a vital part of human communication. Although all species have their ways of communicating, humans are the only ones that have mastered cognitive language. Communication. Language allows us to share ideas, thoughts, and feelings with others. It has the power to build societies, but also tear them down. Now, let us define language according to the most famous linguist and theorist, Sapir and Whorf. Edward Sapir defined language as not only a vehicle for the expression of thoughts, perceptions, sentiments, and values of characteristics of the community. It also represents a fundamental expression of social identity. Sapir then defined language as a purely human and non-instinctive method of communicating ideas, emotions, and desires by means of a system of voluntarily produced symbols. Benjamin Whorf said that language shapes thoughts and emotions, determining one's perception of reality. These two are known for the Sapir-Whorf concept. The Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, also known as the linguistic relativity hypothesis, refers to the proposal that the particular language one speaks influences the way one thinks about reality. In simple terms, linguistics can be referred to as the scientific study of language. It involves the analysis of many different aspects, such as the meaning, form, and context of language. Studying linguistics will make you familiar with the different components that make up a language. Here are the major branches of linguistics. Phonology, the sounds in a speech in cognitive terms. Phonetics, the study of sounds in a speech in physical terms. Syntax, the study of formation and structure of sentences. Semantics, the study of meanings. Morphology, the study of formation of words. Pragmatics, the study of the use of language. Linguists also analyzes the study and the effects that influences different factors including social, historical, political, cultural, on language. The 4 macro skills in communication. When we learn a language, there are 4 macro skills that we need for success communication. These are reading, writing, speaking, and listening. We need to learn these 4 skills in order for us to communicate with other people. We usually listen first, then we will learn how to speak, then we will learn how to read and write. The first one in the 4 macro skills of communication is listening. The process of using the sense of hearing in order for the person to know what is happening around him. There are 3 types of listening: passive, active, and competitive. Passive listening happens when a person listens to the speaker without any response at it. He or she will only listen to the speaker without giving any feedbacks. Active listening happens when a person listens to the speaker while also acknowledging the information given by the speaker. Active listeners also give their brief or short response to the given information of the speaker. Competitive listening happens when a person listens to the speaker in order for them to give their own opinion to the speaker. He also promotes his or her own ideas as if they're arguing with each other. This kind of listening usually happens during court hearing or debate between two parties. Speaking, the second communication skill in language. The process of conveying a message to a receiver verbally, or a process where the listener applies to himself the information he has heard. Speaking can be a tool in order for an individual to express his emotions and feelings toward what he heard. A listener applies all the information he received while listening in order for him to communicate with other persons, or to share their feelings and thoughts with each other. Communication will fail if the receiver didn't understand what the sender is saying. Possible causes are the sender don't know how to construct a sentence properly, or the receiver can decode the message given to him by the sender. The third communication skill in language is reading. It is the process of analyzing symbols for you to understand the message conveyed by the sender. A person learns to read by memorizing the alphabets, analyzing the sounds per letter make, and applying it in order for him to decode the message given to him by the sender. Reading takes a lot of practice in order for an individual to decode the message given by the sender. If the scenario is like this, the receiver decodes the message successfully, but he didn't understand what he is reading, communication will fail. The last and probably the most complex skill in communication is writing. Writing takes time and practice for you to master the said skill. Writing can be practiced by knowing the strokes of each letter in the alphabet. Writing is also a process in which a person shares his thoughts and feelings through symbols. Writing can also be a tool to develop and strengthen human communications and connections in the society. That would be all. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you learned the fundamentals of linguistics.